All right, what's going on, everybody and Agatha fans? Episode 6 just ended, and I have to keep this in front of me because I am not going to remember. There was too much going on. So essentially, like I said before, it happens 3 years after, which is Agatha All Along. It's 3 years after the events of WandaVision. We saw it literally said on the timeline. Avengers training exercise, that was a rumor a while ago. There it is. Spells, witchcraft. He saw Jennifer Kale on YouTube and, you know, reaching out on Reddit with like people like Ralph Boner and whatnot. And I love that this entire episode connected and came full force around how Billy got back to Agatha. I love that Ralph Boner painted her as a horrible person that controlled him, that pretended that she loved him or that he was her husband and such, and how he said he lost his life and she ruined it for him. I love how it was Bonerific 69. You know, he's obviously going to appear next into Wonder Man, and probably, I'm assuming that's when his life is going to go back to normal as an actor. I like that they mentioned just everything, like how Billy could read minds, and essentially he was like reading Bonner's mind, and he was like, don't ask about Agatha Harkness, don't ask about Agatha Harkness. Just, there's a lot of good moments, a lot of funny moments. He mentioned a little speedster and a mind reader, and obviously that's where Billy started to realize it's him. You know, we got the sigil scene where we found out that it was Lilia. I would never have expected that. I also, you know, it was so cool that like Lilia knew. She's like, okay, well, if everybody gets out that this is so-and-so, they're gonna essentially, you know, come after him, and they're gonna want his powers and all that stuff. And we kind of like, we're like, oh shoot, like she's the good witch, she actually cares. She knew Agatha would come looking. She knew Rio and all these other people, probably not Rio, but the rest of them would come looking for him because he was all powerful, you know. I mean, he's Wiccan. And then I loved the reveal, like at the end when Agatha and Billy they were doing that point of view from the first and second episode. She was like, who are you? And he's like, William Kaplan. Said, who are you? Say it again. And he said, Billy Maximoff. And the reveal, the confirmation was just that much more. It would have been more if I wouldn't have known, but it was still cool. Just the acting in this episode was so above every other episode. It was insane for me. Catherine Hahn and Joe Locke together were just insane. The whole, where's mommy? Dead. Where's Robopapa? Dead. Probably in several pieces, scattered around or whatever she said. Where's Tommy? Missing. Hey there, Billy. Like, it was just so good. She was so evil and sinister, and, you know, and then you could tell, like, Joe Locke was, like, his portrayal on Billy changed, and he was, like, and I love that they actually kind of changed a little bit, Billy and William. They were a little bit different. You can tell a little bits of voice differences and just a little gestures in the way these characters acted. And I love for the 12th time they mentioned Wanda was dead and she's out, because her consciousness was supposed to show up in the last episode, but apparently now it's not, and that was episode 9. So who knows? I mean, the rumor going around is it was removed, but a lot of things have been removed apparently, so who knows? I love that it showed Wiccan relieve like Agatha out of the spell, and it showed her acting out the spell even though she was still under the control at a point. I love that. I love how from his perspective he's like, you know, she's like has the hose gun and all that stuff. It was just a great episode. I'm curious if you guys caught this. When he was texting his boyfriend, he said, thanks for protecting me, and he said, you're my heart, and it was a black heart. Does that matter? Is his boyfriend going to die and Rio going to take him? What is the deal with that? There's got to be something. There's a reason there was a black heart. There's got to be something. The car crash scene was a little underwhelming. Didn't really care for it, but I love the exploration, like how the dog knew it wasn't him, how the parents were a little off and he was like reading their minds. Just the whole thing around Billy was just great, and it was greatly executed. And I love that all the memes where they're like, Billy looking for brother on the road, Wanda in hell looking up. Like, I just love these memes. I don't know, I just think the fandom's funny. Like, what, you know, we want Wanda but we don't want Wanda, but you know, kind of everything going on. I don't know, it's just, and then this scene, every witch with a beating heart can hear you now. That was Agatha telling Billy, because when the sigil lifted, his power was recognized. That's what the deal was. That's why no one understood, but then it happened. And I don't remember if I said it or not, because it was a good episode. I'm gonna watch it again. The sigil scene. Lilia put it on and she touched it and she was like confused, and it really sold the corny little, oh, whoever has a sigil, even they don't know. Like, it was just good. Just a good episode. I'm honestly pretty hyped. Like, I'm excited for the next week. I know next week's continuing and we're going to get Lilia's trial, which is going to be a sad day. But yeah, to see Catherine and Joe continue this next week with how they're like kind of butting heads now, I can't wait. Did you guys like the episode? Because I thought it was great. I mean, 9 out of 10. Honestly, 9 out of 10. Let me know what you guys thought, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.